believes that one of those trumps the other, right? Can you see it there? He assumes that God is going to judge, right? And that he doesn't have to help that process along. But what he does assume is that, what God might do is do an injustice. And so what I'm going to do is beg God that he might show a little mercy here. Do you see this here? And then Abraham's is kind of like, far be it from you, won't the judge of all the earth do what's right? Talking about people in third person in their presence. You know what I'm saying? So he's like talking about God, won't the judge of the earth, who I happen to be standing right next to and talking to, won't he do what's right? So it's almost as if Abraham is kind of taking it upon himself to be God's conscience here. He believes that God shows mercy, and he believes that God will judge, but you can kind of see, he sees it's tilted here. He's worried that justice might be at the expense of mercy here, and so he begins to appeal to God's mercy, and he does it by naming this incredible concept here. Namely, that the righteousness of a minority might cover over the wickedness of a majority. So Abraham assumes, and this happens all the time, he knows that the sin of just a very few people can often cause ruin for a whole lot of people. How many of you saw this happened in the news recently in Egypt, those Russian guys who climbed the pyramids? Did you guys hear about this? This is so epic. So the pyramids outside of Cairo, Egypt, and I think it was 3 young 20-something Russian photographers. They were traveled there and were cruising around the park, but then they hid in the park until it closed afterwards. And then in the middle of the night, they snuck onto and ascended the 500-foot pyramid up to the very top, took all of these pictures,